So she is going to end up being inconsistent in multiple ways. Unfortunately, when she is having another guy, also this can lead to monkey branching, rebounds, all that other stuff where it's not just you. There's going to be inconsistency. Now, the reason why there's inconsistency is because she's not all the way committed to you. So some things that will be flat out obvious, but maybe you might overlook sometimes because you like her, you want to give her the benefit of the doubt, is when she's having certain days that she is distant from you. So remember, if, like, let's say a guy calls her up, and this could be a guy that she wants, or this guy is beneficial. Sometimes she could be using him too, or she could be feeling him a little bit more, or you made her maybe feel uninterested. There's multiple reasons, but whatever the reason may be at that given time, that day that you're expecting her to be the same way that she was, let's say the day before, let's say a week before, let's say you guys been talking for a while and you're expecting her to literally be consistent. She's gonna be inconsistent, and that's where you're gonna notice things such as dry texting. You're gonna notice things such as maybe not answering the phone. If you guys are around each other or live together, you might also notice her like kind of moving differently with her phone. So if it's inconsistent, maybe if she's comfortable with you, you might see that her phone, when somebody is like calling or somebody's texting, she'll point out or mention that person. She might just be like, oh, my mom's calling me. Okay, you know, like maybe just to let you know. If she's not the type to let you know, or her phone stays on silent, you won't notice things such as she's kind of being secretive, and then she's like, let's say if she's around you, her mood changes too. That's a sign of inconsistency, and that she is not being completely honest about her interest in that given moment. And there's a chance that another man is taking it from you. And I say taking it from you because unfortunately you're actually sharing her. I was gonna say you're spreading her. I mean, you could be spreading her in the bedroom, right? Spreading the legs apart, but you're sharing her and she's being spread out. Let's put it like that. But that's by choice, because women tend to have rosters. And I feel like this happens oftentimes due to the facts of a woman can want a guy for multiple options, and it might not all be in one guy, right? A guy can maybe provide in certain areas but lack in certain areas, just because you might have the main things, whether it's like the money, the status, even sometimes you can be good looking, but when you don't have game, or you don't know how to emotionally get her excited, if you don't know how to have like some sort of taking her away from being bored, I mean, then she can end up at some given moment calling up that guy that is adventurous. He's very adventurous, he's very spontaneous, he, you know, makes that kitty down there wet. And speaking of that, if y'all want types of videos like that, there's so much dropping on Patreon, and you can get it for free. You can get so much benefits on Patreon and perks of things that you will not see on here. So all exclusive and explicit content, you click that link, you join, you become a part of the community. There is actually a community with other men there to grow, and of course I'm a part of it as well. And then once more, with those exclusive and explicit content, it's all raw, uncut, unfiltered, and there's different options to definitely pick from, and there's always new video content coming out. I'm just excited because I just put out my February videos that are coming out, and if you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't, just head on to Patreon. You'll see it right away if you do click the link. So there's a lot coming, but yes, choose how you want to join and all that good stuff. There is 2 links, and don't forget to book your consultation by clicking that link down below. I can tell you exactly what's going on with her, if she's cheating, if she's being loyal, if there's somebody else. I'll give you all the clarity that you need, and I'll break it down, go over your timelines, and then I'll tell you how you got to move moving forward. But it is ultimately up to you, but I'll keep it raw and uncut. And if you want help, I've helped out many fellas, continue to help many fellas over the years, and the same ones too. So I got y'all, and it could be about anything. Remember, consultations are about anything, okay? So let's go back to how the inconsistency is showing up. Another thing too is she might be so like bold and blunt with it. This is the worst one, honestly, because I don't like disrespect in general. Like, if you're a man, I don't want you to disrespect a woman. If you're a woman, I would not want you to disrespect a man. So when it's disrespectful, you might think you guys are solidified, or for real, you know, you guys are together, or she gives you like leading signs, you think that everything is cool and stuff. But then when there is going to be another guy that she's interested in, she's going to move so differently around you and almost treat you like she's like just using you, or you're a side piece. So you might notice her attitude pick up. You might notice her like kind of like throw shots at you or shade at you. She might even be like, you know, like, I'm gonna have a good night, please don't call me. you're lucky if you get a please, but even then, why would you want to hear that? This is another thing you want to watch out for as a fella, because you don't want to get caught up with women finding yourself putting, or let's say it like this, finding her putting you in positions and places you don't want to be a part of. This will look like belittling you, downplaying you, and then you're acting according to that. So you now have to go based off of her standards, and now you have no say so, and that means you cannot lead. That means you cannot call the shots. That means you call her according to her time. That means, okay, well, I'm busy tonight, I gotta go, hanging up the phone. That means if you want to see her often, or this is a good time to see her, she's moving really shady. And that's a lot of things that you want to watch out for, because if a woman's doing that, what else can that tell you? That she does not care about you, not just there's another guy, because even if she has another guy, another truth of it is that she might not even want that other guy. I say that because women are choosy, so if he's inconvenient, she's gonna become inconsistent with that guy. She could have maybe left you for that guy, but then decided to leave that guy to go back to you. Hence why there's monkey branching. Hence why there's roster lists. So you definitely do not want to be a part of that. Another thing too is going to be flat out like saying things that are like random, like things that are not like her. So two ways to look at it, and this is going to be the last thing I'm going to be talking about in this video, but I just want to give you a heads up. Everything I've said already, I'm going to bring back up. I wanted to touch on everything in details, but I wanted to give you different examples. So there's more to explain, but watch out for the other videos. That's why always let me know if you want part 2s as types of videos that you want to see, so I can bring them right away and make sure I'm giving you the videos that are most helpful. So comment down below part 2s, just say part 2, or specific topics or questions you have. So now to this last thing, 2 ways that she could go about, like, you know, disrespecting you in a sense still, but having another man. She will flat out let you know that, you know what, like, I don't really want to be with you kind of thing. And then she'll tell you things such as like, yeah, I want somebody to do this, or I want to be with this type of guy, or she'll kind of bring up something that kind of happened, but she might not tell you the full truth. That's another thing too. You see, there's always like branching off to another thing, not monkey branching, but there's things to branch off to. So it's like the other thing literally can be, I'm not even going to get into that. Like, I don't want to be all over the place, but you see, just take the notes of what else you hear, and I'll bring it up next time. So that she might go ahead and want to see that guy or seeing a guy, and that's why she's moving, saying things in an indirect or direct way around you. But just always remember that something's up. She's not being herself. You might have to be like, what did you just say? Or why are you bringing that up? Or I thought you went to this location. Why are you talking about this location so much? It's just very inconsistent and out of the ordinary. And the last way you'll just notice this also happening, but kind of in a different way, is going to be flat out telling you like, hey, I don't really want to be together, or I don't want something serious. But yet she was all about you. And then you might notice the back and forth. One moment she wants to, the next she doesn't. So I'm going to leave this at this. I have so much more to talk about, but I'm going to save it for the next video of this topic or whatever else is to come. Let me know what types of videos you want to see. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to be a part of the community. All the links are down below, and I love y'all. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves, and I'll talk to y'all, see y'all very much soon. Bye y'all.